Coming out of the kitchen, we have this beautiful deck back here where a lot of magic happens, a lot of great conversations. There's a nice barbecue right there, sink, fridge, seating for about 12. Just a nice homey feel, beautiful for connecting. Because in the summer, we have these chairs around and a lot of amazing conversations happen around this fire too. Because we got these pot lights up here. We are marriage empowerment coaches, and pretty much we work with people to get specific outcomes. We're very different than counselors and therapists because they're mainly kind of trying to teach people based on what they learned in a textbook. It's more like talk therapy. It's more just like, oh, you got to work on your communication type thing. But for us, we go deep with people. You know, most of the time people have problems and they don't realize that they're just symptoms of the root issue, which they don't even know what it is. So our job is we actually help them find it, and then we help them address it from that like core level.
The things that we would go over in our program of like the journey of how do you get from where you are now to being closer, deeper, and stronger. And so we walk them through our system, which is a 4-step system. The first part is retreat. That's why they come here sometimes. Is first, you got to be able to take a step back so that you can actually look at it from, you know, like a bird's eye view.
We almost did yellow brick work. In the summer, we have this waterfall running. We had it taken out, obviously, to winterize it. Yeah, we have this fireplace as well. This is a cold tub. So let me just open this up. But once you freeze your butt off, you can hop into the hot tub. So a nice hot tub here. But then we also have a wood burning sauna as well. Come on over. Western red cedar. So you just, whenever it's going, you'll smell it.
Then the second phase is
reflect. Reflect on things, and reflecting on things like, what the hell just happened there?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like, what do I really want? These are just some examples.
Yeah. And we guide them through this whole reflection process. And we help them see really the most important thing is themselves. Because a relationship is not 50-50, it's 100-100. And most of the time when relationships get distant, it's because one, and usually both, have lost sight of who they really are and what they really want. Release, which is a process of letting go of your old patterns. Now, this is often the most challenging part of any relationship building or even just personal transformation, is the letting go and the surrendering. And the fourth is renew. So that's usually the easiest part, because once you've finished the first 3 parts, then you're reconnecting and you're already a new person and you're showing up as the best, newest version of yourself. And so when we are able to do that in person here, it's so powerful.
Just gonna turn on the lights. So these lights, they're pretty epic, especially at nighttime. But it's cool that it's a cloudy day because they get showcased pretty nice too. We had them installed when the weddings were here. This color brick right here is actually the new addition. This home is the old home, which was built in 1864. 21 acres. 21.09 to be exact. That's what they put on the whatever sheet they give us. Like, this is how much you're paying property tax on.
Well, you know, one of the biggest feedback items, I guess, that people give us is that when they're here, they feel the power from the space, the home, and us, but it's the authenticity of this being not a perfect place. Like, we're very real people. We're not like snobby.
Sure. The grass is not manicured.
It's not like a golf course.
Yeah.
And people see like the wild nature. Like here, it's not like the perfect English garden. And so when people are here, we'll leave the final night and the kids come. And our guests always love the experience with our kids.
Hi, little guy, he says. So yeah, this is a special willow tree. This is the only one on the property, and people used to actually get married under this tree. So it's cool because like there would be chairs along here, and then people would walk down the aisle, and it was so cool because the first one we ran back in what was it, 2016, there was like a beautiful moment where there was like a monarch butterfly that was just flying as they were doing their vows. I was like, oh man, this is the place.
We have hormones that help us feel safe, like oxytocin is released when we're physically touching, and not just husband wife, like parent child, like in your friendships. That oxytocin is a bonding hormone. And so when people are sick, I don't need physical touch, that's bull. But they're trained to think that there's different ways you can love. And I'm just like, okay, if that's true, then you just can have an internet wife. You don't need to be married and be physically in person. You can, if you want to marry someone for your mind, just like get on Zoom every night and just have a AI marriage, right? But we do need physical touch, and us being like, our background is in physical therapy, and I think that there's a really big difference between what we do and what regular therapists do. Like we really do focus on like the physical intimacy, and you get that intimacy through different access points, like through your emotions, through physical touch, through like mentally being stimulated and learning from each other. Like that's an attraction.
The other day when I was cutting apples and I put one in her mouth, and we had a playful moment. I was like eating the other. What are you doing?
It wasn't sexual.
No, not at all. Yeah, our kids were in the kitchen, and anyway, Nyla, our 10-year-old daughter, saw it, and she goes to Nancy and says, "Mama, I love how you and Dada love each other so much, because I feel so lucky. Like so many kids so many of my friends, they have parents that are divorced." I'm like, right there, wrapped up in that moment, is why we do what we do, because those didn't need to end like that. They just didn't see certain things. And then the other example I had was Wesley coming home from the end of grade 1, and he shows us this project that he had made, and the question was, it was like a paper thing, and he had a picture on it, and the question was like, what do you want to be when you grow up, or what, right, something like that. And he literally wrote, "I want to have a golden marriage like my mama and Dada."
Yeah.
You can't make this stuff up. It's like we're just being our job. We're just doing our job, and it's like this is what it's about.
Yeah, I mean, so many people who have kids, they want this life for their kids. They want their kids to grow up and be happy and successful. That's what every parent wants for their kids. But unless you know how to do that yourself, you have no right. I mean, you can want that for your kids, but there's no way they're going to get it if you don't know.
Not know how. You actually have to be that person.
You have to be the example. I mean, yeah, sure, your kids can be successful and happy if you're not, but if you want that for them, you got to show it. Like that's your responsibility as a parent. And so that's what we do, and that's who we are, is like it's for our kids. Yeah.
But you still choose me every day. What now?
Yeah, because the kids.
What about the kids?
That's why.
Yeah. Okay. So you're settling?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Just so we're on the same page.